Here's a lift from training today. This is 190 on the bar. I'll just play it quickly first. So that's a pretty good lift for me. Pretty good positions. Just going to go through it. When I set up, right now I've actually made some recent changes to my setup. So setting up with my shoulders directly over the bar. My weight is basically mid-foot. Hips are lower than I had previously had them. And when I first start pulling, I'm mostly thinking about pushing through my thighs, pushing through my quads. That's something that's just been helpful for me, thinking of it that way. And also, I'm initially thinking about pulling the bar back into me immediately. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. You can see my hips raise a little bit sooner than my shoulders, which is not a problem, because I'm actually shifting my shoulders over the bar so that by the time I get to the knee, instead of having shoulders immediately over the bar, it's actually my lats, so I'm basically out over the barbell. My knees have pushed back so that my shin is pretty much vertical by the time I hit the knee, and my hamstrings are loaded and ready to go. So in the middle portion, I'm really not thinking a lot. It's probably moving pretty fast at this point. And I'm just thinking pulling the bar back into me. And from here, my main focus is just being as patient as I possibly can. Kind of trying to work on a bad habit of getting in my toes early. And so my biggest task is basically to keep my heels down on the floor as long as possible. You can see here they're down. My torso is almost vertical and they're still down, so that is for me a good position. And then from there I'm thinking vertical pull, so I don't want to be pulling back. I'm trying to pull it straight vertical, letting my elbows break, keeping the bar close to me, and then dropping as fast as I can. You'll see here is another area that's something I'm working on, which is my footwork is kind of a mess. I really want to be driving those heels down into the floor as I'm preparing to receive the barbell. And you can see my left foot will move, my right foot doesn't like to move. So just, again, something I'm still working on. So I'm going to drop down, I'm going to get my hips basically as close to my heels as I possibly can. Settle at the bottom, and when I stand up, another area I need to work on is keeping my chest up, keeping my torso as vertical as possible. I tend to kind of pop my hips up and lean forward when I stand up sometimes. So this one was actually pretty good for me. Not too bad. So one more time. There it is. It's 190. Thanks.